Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. Welcome to my channel today, and I am just excited to share this journal with you. I have made other journals with this binding, but this is the first little golden book I did with the binding. I just have been putting it off because I just wanted to work on my other ideas that I had in my head, and I wanted to get those done, so I'm finally getting to this. But I have over here to show you a little, this is going to be the ephemera, surprise ephemera pack, so it's kind of a quick peek at what's in there. I'm not going to show you the pieces because this is, like I said, a surprise pack, but I wanted to show you this right here in case you are looking at my Etsy ad and you want to see what you're getting. Part of it is these little tabs, and what I'm doing is making these little tabs out of my scraps, because I've seen in other people's journals where they're making tabs, and I like it when I see the tabs and they're all different sizes and different, things. And these are made of like scrapbook paper or card stucky kind of scrapbook paper, but anyway, they're different sizes and different patterns, as you can see, and I just think they would turn out. And I have used them I used them on my recipe cards that I made, and I plan on using them in my books, but I didn't want to, in this particular journal, I didn't want to go ahead and put the tabs on, so I'm leaving them here in the goodie bag for someone to put it on as tabs if they want. Or they can use them on journal cards or whatever they want to use them on. But how you can attach them is you can glue them on, or you can staple them on. I have a tiny attacher, so I think it's cute to attach these with a tiny attacher. I use 2 staples from the tiny attacher and attach one on either side because they're so small, and I want to make sure they're attached well. But if you have a regular staple, you can just put one staple right in the middle, and you'll have a solidly attached tab. So I'll put that over to the side, but those will be the goodies. And then I have a little tie on here out of a scrap fabric that I think looked cute on this journal, and it's really just for decoration. So we'll take that off while we're looking through. And this is the cover. It's the Lady and the Tramp, and it turned out really cute. I've got some plaid fabric here and lots of buttons. I like the colorful buttons and the colorful fabric on these little golden books, because I think that just goes along with the whole look of these books. And everybody that makes journals out of a little golden book loves little golden books, and I do too. I've been collecting them since I guess since my kids were little. I mean, I read them, I believe, when I was younger, when I was a kid, but I really started collecting them when my kids were younger, and I just would buy them any chance I got and use any excuse I had to, oh, you deserve a little golden book type of thing. That was their reward. My kids' reward when they were little. Let's buy you a little golden book. And so now they're my little golden books. So I lucked out on that, I feel like, anyway. So I've got a little clip here. Just to clip in whatever needs to be clipped in. This is the bag that the goodies are going to go in. So I've got 2 signatures in here, and I've got the number of pages listed in my listing, but this is a regular size little golden book. This is not the little one or the mini one. This is a regular size. So you can see I didn't put a pocket here because if somebody gets this and they want to put a pocket in here, that's fine. And that's what the goodies are for you to embellish this journal. You can make a pocket, you can make a corner tuck, or, whatever you want to do, a journaling card. So this is matte paper, and this is tracing paper. And I'm just going to flip through and tell you what the pages are. This is a page. I've got a few pages from this book. It was a children's book with just really cute, colorful pictures, and it's old. All the book pages I've used in here from books are old books and vintage books. This, I think, was from, this was from a workbook, kid's workbook. And right here I've got clipped on some goodies. I've got, let's see, a curly paper clip here, and just a cut-off in envelope that I made, and a little file folder that I made, and that's double-sided. So that will be clipped in here, and this is this next page is from another children's book. So I do have all of the pages from this book in here. So the story can be read if you want to read the story. But they are, you know, I have other pages in between those pages. So I have a few pages in here from a Cub Scout book, and that's from. And a few pages in here from, this is an artist book, like how to paint and draw. I just thought those were really pretty, so I have some of that in here. Some graph paper. This was from another children's book. It was a story about butterflies, and I just thought it was really pretty with the butterflies and the flowers, so I've got a few of those. This is like sketchbook paper here, and then this is plaid scrapbook paper, and I've got some little enamel dots there. This folds out, and then I've got some ledger paper in here. And then this is a page from this book. So I'll just flip through because I've kind of explained the pages that are in here. If I see one different that I haven't explained, then I'll tell you about it. But you can pretty much see the pages are self-explanatory. This is some of that primary writing paper. It has red and blue lines. Some green lined paper here. So as you can see, I left the pages pretty plain for you to be able to have lots of fun in here and embellish this yourself. Lots of goodies and cut-offs in the pockets here. There's some in here, and that's what I'm going to put those extra goodies in the bag, and then I loaded up the pockets with goodies too for you to be able to use and write on and have fun with. But just some little memo paper here. Paint chip. They don't make these anymore, I don't believe. I got these at Walmart when I first started making journals, and now they make them different. They don't make these pretty ones anymore, so my tendency would be to hoard that, but I'm not. I'm sharing it. So just some more memo paper, you know, note paper, and a guest check there. So that's what's in that pocket. And I've got two little labels I did put on here. A label there and a label there. I found these pretty labels a couple weeks ago and got some, so I used some in here. And just some more pages from this book. And lots of places to write with lines. I always like to put lines as well as, you know, papers with patterns and book pages and things like that. And I like the different size pages too. I think that makes it more fun, and it makes you really think and use your imagination if you use this as a journal. You know, you can use your washi tape and tape things in here, or add flip outs. And, you know, write your journaling on one of those note papers and then washi tape it in. You have your writing, and then you can put more writing or a picture down below, or you know, whatever you want to do. So just some really pretty pages in here. I like all the colors. That's tracing paper, and more of that map. And that's the first signature in here. We're starting the second signature. And just the same types of papers on this side, or on this, in this signature. Lots of really cool stuff. This will flip up here. Got lots of goodies in this pocket. Let me see. I guess I'll pull them out for you. Let's see. I've got a. This is a whatchamacallit. What do you call it? I forgot. Anyway, one of these little cards. I'll think of it in a second. And it's vintage. And then I was basically going through my stash and I just pulled out all kinds of goodies and put in here because I just thought, you know, this person would like to have some fun. So just all kinds of little note paper, paint chip, all kinds of interesting note papers that I have in my stash. That was in there. This was in there. Oh, Halloween paper. It says Happy Halloween on the bottom. It has a cute little spider there. And then this is some other note paper. I'm a note paper hoarder, so I need to share it with my my junk journals. So basically a paper hoarder. But I'm trying to be good and share it, so don't get overloaded. But this is an envelope made from a magazine page here. It's clipped on. I'll show you real quick. It's just you flip it up, and there's the envelope there. It was clipped onto this pretty page. I'll show you before the caterpillar. There's caterpillars on a couple of these pages. I'm not a caterpillar fan, but I'm a butterfly fan, and those pages are really pretty. And that book kind of reminds me, it's not an Edith Holden book, but it kind of reminds me of that, kind of that look, you know. And it was a children's book, so it's really pretty. Let's see what I miss here. Another one. That one have a caterpillar? No. There's a bunny. Here's the middle of the signature. I left the strings. Now you can always cut off these strings if you don't like them, but a lot of people do like them. There's another caterpillar. So I just leave them and let you do what you want. Probably would, if you do cut them off, don't cut them too close or just tighten it up before you cut it off because you don't want it to come. I mean, you can try. It would be hard to retie if it came loose and you, there he is, getting bigger. But anyway, I mean, I tied it tight, so I'm just saying don't cut it too close to the knot because, you know, I just don't think that would be a good idea. Anyway, some more, this is, these papers that I showed you, the other one and this one too, is Post-it kind of notes, so they can be moved around. It can be taken off of there and moved around. Let's see what goodies I have in here. I have a little calendar, 2 little calendars. This is a sticker, and this is a paper bag, brown paper bag. These are some tickets. You can write on those and use those as journaling cards. This is a little notepad that I have. This is kind of like a recipe card or an index card, but it's just what looks more like a recipe card, but it doesn't say recipe on it. This is an old flashcard, and this is some, let's see, I've got 2 Post-its on the back here because I tried to put them like on here and they kept kind of coming off, so I put them on the back here and stuck them in that envelope. And this is foam, kind of glittery foam. I just need to use that up, so I put a piece in here. Thought maybe somebody could have fun with that and cut it up, or, you know, make little cutouts of flowers or something with that, or, you know, use it somewhere else. So, just lots of fun stuff. The flip out page. All the pages I put in here from the book, I have the whole page in here. I did not cut them down or fold them. I did this book in a way, and did the binding in a way where you don't have to cut or fold the pages. And real quick, all I did was, when I took the this book apart, all I did was I took it apart and left the gold strip. The gold strip is under here. I like to keep that because, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's a little golden book and it has the gold strip. To me, that's what it's all about. So even though you can't see it, it's under here. And that way, if you take the book apart and leave that piece, even though you have a ridge here where the gold strip meets the book, it's solid. As you can see, it's solid. You have the whole cover, and then you have the whole book page. And the book pages are joined in the back. Like, you would actually, if you took them out of the book, and, you know, if you take them out of the book, they are joined together. 2 pages are joined together. So you'd have to cut them if you wanted to. But anyway, that's how all the books I've taken apart are. 2 pages are joined together. So as long as they're not too big, and you keep the cover the same size, you don't cut that gold part off, you don't have to cut the pages. And that's how I like it. I don't want to cut the pages or fold them. I want them upright. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, sideways pages, but if I can, you know, I like to have my pages upright. You know, I'm not saying I don't think I have any sideways pages in here, but I'm sure I have made sideways pages in some of my journals. But anyway, this one's all up and down, upright, and so that's the way I did that. And I hope you enjoyed that flip through, and I've been having fun just making journals. So I'll see y'all in my next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.